Okay, so to at least wrap it up real quick. Yeah, 8 out of 10. It's not much different from the... So here's my complaint with Hitman 2. Just like the first one, in terms of the complaints, it plays exactly like the first season. If you look at Hitman 1, 2016, this would be considered Hitman 2 or Hitman 1 Part 2. That there wasn't any much changes in terms of gameplay, only little tweaks. But in terms of Hitman 1 2016, this felt like a Part 2. There wasn't any much difference. There was a lot of technical issues that I can't really disregard. Just, you're online and then it disconnects a lot. That's kind of annoying. And it happens a lot. It doesn't happen towards the beginning, but it happens on the second mission, so that kind of sucks that it keeps happening. And then there were still technical issues of your loading screen just to get back to the point faster than Hitman 1. But it does suck that it takes a while to finally get to the next level, or there's a lot of technical issues. Maybe because there's a lot of stuff going on, but hope they fix that in Hitman 3. And the last complaint, it's the transversal when you're trying to climb and just trying to do simple platforming in a sense. It doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen. Just the fact that you're just trying to drop down from a ledge, you can't do that. Or if you're trying to drop down in certain spots or go through underground tunnels, like the first game, they actually took that feature away in some levels. Kinda sucks that it happens, but it does happen. In terms of those three complaints, this was actually the better of Hitman 1 and 2 if you compare it. Hitman 2 was much better. Here's why. The story is still pitch perfect in terms of a conspiracy thriller, spy thriller, in terms of also James Bond stuff. Maybe it's because of the subtlety of the story, it just continues and expands the story from the first one, stuff that we missed from the first game. It feels like it was acknowledging the first game in terms of the recap, and then just, well, still expands it, and there's some interesting stuff happening in it, and then it leads to an interesting cliffhanger. I miss the Hitman 1's stylized cutscenes, but the story is still fresh and intriguing that you want to play from the beginning to the end. It's still not bad. Plus, the characters, still Diane, Shadow Broker, or Shadow Client, and also Agent 47, are still top notch. They deserve a Netflix series. Looking at you, Netflix. Please give us a Netflix series. But all the characters were voiced well, even the new characters. I thought the Constant was voiced by somebody else, but he's voiced by the same guy. I guess they took the lisp or the whisper that he was trying to sound intimidating for the first one. But that's okay. Voice acting is top-notch. Story was still intriguing from the beginning to the end, like the Hitman 1. I just feel like the cutscenes added more weight to it, but that's okay with the still images. Just bring back the Hitman 1 cutscenes again. The levels are, oh my gosh, overwhelming, but in a very positive way. There's just so much level design and so much gameplay variety that you can have. I think this is kind of the best compared to the first one. First one did an excellent job. This one just expands it. Even though it's a part 2, the level designs are good. The new areas like Miami, Florida, and Colombia, and also the arc at the end, and also the fact that you actually have the legacy pack from the first level and you're just playing with Hitman 2 competitive, that's just like a cherry on top. I think that's a very good idea, and if Hitman 3 does it, I think they should bring Hitman 1 and 2 with the Hitman 3 gameplay. That's a smart move in terms of Hitman 2. Plus, the kills that happen in Hitman 2 to add with the gameplay variety are just epic. Burning somebody alive, smothering an old man. There was just some epic kills, I gotta admit. I'm impressed by myself. What else was pretty good about this game? Plus, the blending and just some gameplay tweaks that they did towards the end with blending with the crowds, or just more gameplay tweaks that they didn't change Hitman 1's gameplay. They actually just enhanced Hitman 2. So I thought that was pretty unique. Overall, I was impressed with Hitman 2 as a game compared to Hitman 1. I actually recommend it. If I had to say which one's the better, I say Hitman 2 because it's more gameplay variety and some new locales that was just so interesting. If I had to say what was my favorite level, just like Japan in the first one, I had to say I think it was Mumbai in this one. Mumbai was just so fleshed out, so many cool stuff happened in there. But that's just one of the good levels on that. Miami, Florida was super fun too, so that's all I have to say. I'm excited about Hitman 3. Hope you guys enjoy this walkthrough, and I will see you next time.